Hi everyone, today we're looking at 5 common LED mistakes and how you can avoid them on your install. Overloading the power supply is where a lower wattage driver is used on a higher wattage circuit. Now, this is easily avoided by making sure you do the calculations beforehand to know what wattage your circuit is. This can sound quite daunting, but actually it's quite simple. If you've got a 5 meter pack of tape, you simply times 5 by the wattage per meter that tape has. Cob single colour, for example, is 11.2 watts per meter, so you do 5 times 11.2. Now, it's always worth adding a 10% safety margin on top of this, as that'll take into account for any power surges or anything like that. Incorrect wiring can often go underload because of how simple it is, but you'd be surprised at how many people make the mistake of it. For single colour tape, you should just have positive and negative cable. We're going into the positive port and the negative port. For RGB, RGBW and CCT tape, you need to know which colour means what, so you can wire it correctly into your receiver. If you do this incorrectly, you can get different colour outputs for when you're trying to turn up certain values, and it doesn't match up as it should. Simply check your data sheet, because that'll have in it what cable means what, so you know how to wire it up correctly. Lighting designers' pet peeve is exposed LED tape. Now, this can be being able to see the tape from awkward angles, or in particular, being able to see the spotting effect on lower LED per meter tape. This can be easily overcome with profiling diffusers. The diffuser diffuses light and creates a much more ambient effect, but also helps protect the LED tape. Now, we have a range of profiles available, so there'll always be one right for your installation, giving you the desired effect that you're after. An easy mistake to make, but one that can be quite costly and dangerous, is using contrasting voltages in your setup. Now, an example of this, using a 24-volt driver with a 12-volt tape. Although at first the tape will light up and everyone will see that it's working fine, the excess voltage on the tape will cause it to deteriorate at a faster rate and also heat up much more than it should do. Cutting LED strips incorrectly can be quite a common mistake, and is one that is very easily avoided. Now, I've already done a video on this in a bit more detail, so do check it out. But essentially, you just need to get your tape, cut along the cut point where the solder pads are, and this will ensure that you're not damaging the tape and that everything will be performing as you'd expect it to. Still in the dark about your LED installation? Get in touch with us, we'll be happy to go through it and bring your idea to life.